Work It, in partnership with the National University of Singapore.
That's right. Thanks for staying with us on Work It this Monday. We want to talk to you about the College of Humanities and Sciences, the CHS, at the National University of Singapore. It is the enhanced undergraduate experience for students of the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences and also the Faculty of Science at the National University of Singapore. And today you'll be hearing how the different disciplines are integrated to offer students a truly unique experience.
And we also want to find out about exciting developments at the college and also get a preview of the college's open house that will be happening soon in both the virtual and on-campus formats. And joining us now on Work It are Professor Saw Chong Hao, Vice Dean of Outreach and Admissions of the Faculty of Science at the NUS, as well as Professor Joseph Park, Vice Dean of Undergrad Studies of the NUS Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Now, NUS College of Humanities and Sciences, or CHS, it integrates teaching and learning across the disciplines of sciences, humanities, and the arts. Briefly tell us this unique undergrad experience and what have been some of the exciting developments since the launch of CHS back in 2020.
The CHS Common Curriculum is the first point of integrated learning. Here, our students are given exposure to diverse domains, ranging from design thinking to data and digital literacy. Our scientific inquiry courses also enable students to explore a multitude of social and societal issues. We also offer specially curated interdisciplinary courses, or IDCs, where students gain higher level exposure to interdisciplinary learning. To fulfill CHS core curriculum requirement, students can select from an exciting range of IDCs. Examples include the importance of play and how to get humans and machines to talk to each other, to name just two. There are many others, and we continue to roll out new IDCs every year.
Yeah, I think
we are placing...
please go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, we are placing renewed emphasis on experiential learning to prepare our students for the workplace. For instance, we conduct global classroom in the region in topics ranging from biodiversity to nanotechnology. These programs allows our students to integrate classroom learning with collaborative projects and immersive learning overseas that connects to real-world situations.
Yeah, definitely. It's important to bring things in the classroom into the real world, isn't it? So Prof. Saw and Prof. Park, you both come from very different fields. Can you tell us what excites you both about, being brought together as academics at NUS? Because Prof. Saw, you're a physics professor, and Prof. Park, you're a social linguistics and English expert, and you're joining hands to teach undergraduates. Prof. Park, let's hear from you first.
Yes, thank you for the question. As you said, I'm a linguist, and as a humanities scholar, I'm constantly really feel the importance of interdisciplinarity in the daily course of my work, because humanities is really about understanding the multiple and divergent perspectives on what it means to be human. So humanities scholars and me cannot really afford to not be interdisciplinary. So even though I'm a linguist, I routinely kind of draw on work from fields such as anthropology, global studies, and sociology. So I'm glad that the context of CHS is bringing many more opportunities for this cross-disciplinary interaction, particularly with our colleagues in the Faculty of Science. Of course, to be sure, this is not necessarily easy, and there are many challenges to this. Mm-hmm. So even though we recognize the importance of interdisciplinarity, we academics have not always been trained in the practice of speaking across these disciplines. So, for example, as Professor So already mentioned, we have a lot of interdisciplinary courses, and these are designed specifically to pair a professor in humanities and social sciences and a professor from science to jointly teach a course on a particular real-world topic. So these courses are therefore kind of broadening the minds of us professors as well as our students.
Yeah, it's very, very fascinating. And sometimes do you feel, Prof. Park, coming from the humanities, is it a bit hard for you to grasp whatever your science colleagues are saying?
Yes. I mean, it takes a lot of effort, I think, and catching up, particularly with the speed with which the new technology and new scientific understanding is developing. Yes.
And Prof. Saw, do you have anything to add on this?
Yeah, I mean, through the development of these kind of courses, besides the students, the lecturer also gain new and interesting ideas too, because you're approaching the topic from totally new angles, further stimulate the development of the richness of content. Naturally, this will further strengthen the learning experience of the students.
I like how this keeps both this, not just the students, but the professors on their toes also, right? You really just can't sit back and just be, I'm the expert here, but you're also learning from someone else. I think that's fascinating.
So, when you're talking about this interdisciplinary education. So how do you structure your courses for the undergrads? And, for example, do you need to adapt your teaching styles when it comes to students who are more science inclined and those with affinity for humanities and greater concepts? Or this is entirely an artificial distinction today?
I actually think it's an artificial distinction in the sense that, for example, we have been tracking the data since we started CHS on how the students are performing in our common curriculum. And the data we have seen so far really shows that, for example, for a integrated humanities course, the student who is majoring in a science discipline does just as well as a student who is majoring in the humanities subject, and vice versa, right? So for the science course, I mean, humanities students do just as well as science students. So it's not really that there is a humanities student versus science student in terms of their abilities. However, we do notice that students may often come in with a mindset that they are either a science student or humanities type student, right? And they would expect that they would not do well in the other side, so to speak. So our interdisciplinary courses are really designed to challenge such mindsets. So first of all, they're designed to be accessible and interesting to all students, regardless of their majors and interests, right? But also, they're designed to really demonstrate the relevance of the so-called other side, right? So, as we already said, our interdisciplinary courses are designed to focus on some kind of real-world problem, right? And they focus on understanding how our understanding of an approach to the problem gets significantly enriched by bringing together these multiple perspectives that some might see as disparate, right? Yeah. So by kind of solving problems together in the classroom, rather than focusing on specific content knowledge, the students really get to see the benefit of kind of thinking of the world problems in terms of these multiple perspectives.
Yeah, I think it's great because many moons ago when I was in uni, and I think we were both humanities students, right? I did political science, we did sociology and psychology, and I don't know about you, Hui, but I had a fear of like economics and math, and I'm like, keep those away from me. I just don't want to touch those anymore.
Okay. For mine, because I was trained overseas, right? So my first year we had to be exposed to different disciplines, so that helped to push me a bit more into my not so comfort zone, Yeah. So I think it was good.
Yeah, I do. So I had to do like a foundation economics course, and oh man, I struggled. But anyway, it's great that you're having these courses nowadays, and we hear, professors, that the CHS students have access to a wide variety of major and minor combinations and are really able to chart their own pathways. Can you perhaps give us some examples or ideas of what are the primary majors that are available, and then the exciting and perhaps lesser known options that they can then take as minors?
Right. CHS currently has 32 primary majors.
Wow.
And for example, under Asian studies, for example, we have Chinese, Malay, and Southeast Asian studies. Under humanities, we have kind of majors like history or theater and performance studies. And under social sciences, they include anthropology, economics, and social work, and so forth. And of course, under science, we have diverse majors, including data science and analytics, food science and technology, and life sciences, right? And of course, all the majors also have, you can take it as minors as well. But particularly interesting, I think, are multidisciplinary minors, which kind of combine different kind of disciplines into a minor program. We have things like aquatic ecology and geographic information systems, which are quite interesting and new. And also there are things like interactive media development or science, technology, and society, and art history, and all these kind of things.
Wow.
And also students can major in one of the 12 languages that are taught by the Center of Language Studies as well.
Wow, the world is really their oyster.
Yeah. And of course, the second major and minors can even come from other colleges or faculties within NUS as well. So students are not restricted to the second majors or minors within CHS. So in short, our curriculum is quite open and student-led, so the students can really tailor their own pathways and decide how specialized or generalist they want to become, depending on their interest.
So they're able to choose what they want to do, but is it difficult for them to get the course that they want?
I mean,
I didn't try at all. Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead. Yeah, Joseph. Go ahead.
Yes, we try to structure the curriculum in order to give maximum kind of flexibility for this, right? So in terms of the majors, they can freely choose both the primary majors. When they come in, they're given actually enough time for them to consider which primary major they can take. So they don't need to declare what major they will take when they come in. And you can have up till your second year to think, explore, and decide what you want to major in, right? And of course, in terms of second majors and minors as well, there are usually no restrictions except for a very small number of very specialized kind of majors and minors that have limited resources. So really the curriculum emphasizes the flexibility and freedom for the students.
That's excellent. Now, what are some of the new and emerging career pathways for students who embark on an education at the College of Humanities and Sciences?
So I guess in Singapore, the green and digital economies are key growth areas. They will shape the emergence of new skills required across different sectors. For example, there are new jobs in decarbonization solutions. Singapore looks to become a carbon service hub. There are also emerging careers in sustainability-related areas like alternative food or green finance. So the emergence of generative AI such as ChatGPT will significantly impact the way we work and live. So this will also open up new career pathways in digital transformation. So CHS students who are trained to make sense of change and disruption will be suited for this continually evolving natures of job. So the important thing is to give our students the kind of educations that prepare them for a wide variety of career opportunities and for new occupations which will emerge in the future. Their university education is but a starting point to continual learning. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So exciting career pathways there. But before that, before they head out into the real world, they're going to try some internships, right? To get a taste of what they could possibly make into their careers. Can you tell us a bit more about these internship opportunities that CHS students receive?
Thank you. Yeah. So we are seeing higher internship participation rates now. More students are also stepping out of the box to pursue local, global, or even remote internship in different areas. So at CHS, we offer the CHS Career Compass framework and courses to give our students an early head start in their career and personal development journey and progressively build up the exposure and experiences that help them in their future careers. So Prof. Park mentioned about all this double degree and double major minor combination. So we have more than 25% of each of our CHS cohort since the first batch in 2021 have embraced interdisciplinary learning by pursuing double majors. Around 40% are taking one or more minor. In the process, they learn how to draw insights from the interplay of disciplines, come up with the most optimal solution, drawing the advantage and wisdom from different disciplines. We want our students to be able to connect the dots in the new and unusual ways, or even uncover new dots. This is how they can make a difference in today's job market, where work often cuts across different disciplines, job functions.
And what advice would you give to young adults at the crossroads of deciding now which course or university to apply to and why CHS would make a sound proposition?
Yeah.
I mean, my advice would be that you should really study what you're interested in and feel passionate about. I know that almost sounds cliche to say this, but I think this really cannot be more true today because, of course, it's natural for students to consider what kind of major will have the best job prospects. But in the world today, what counts as the most valuable job is constantly changing, right? And the rise of artificial intelligence means that many jobs that exist today may disappear in the future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think students should not really choose a major with a specific job as their target, but they should do what they feel that they will remain passionate about no matter what, right? And something they can continue to feel happy working with in the long run. And once you come to CHS, then we will provide you with the adaptability to make connections between that, what you feel interested in, and whatever it is that the world will need in the future. So this way you'll be prepared for the future job market no matter what.
Yeah.
So at CHS, we really, as I really mentioned earlier, we really encourage you to take the time to discover what your really interest is, right? You, as I said, you don't need to decide from the outset what you want to major in. And we encourage students to come and explore your options, all the different majors and all the different minors and different courses you can take to really explore what will really be your lifelong passion.
Indeed, to study what you're interested in and that something that you love, hopefully. Professor, do you have anything to add when it comes to advice to our young adults?
Yeah, exactly. So come into the CHS in the sense that you get to explore different disciplines, and sometimes we realize the students, they don't really know what their second disciplines will be like. So the CHS offer them the opportunity for them to explore and figure out what they can add on to their primary interest. So togetherness in that sense that they prepare them well for the future career. Yeah.
Okay, and just very quickly before we let the both of you go, can you share with us some of the exciting sessions taking place at your college open house?
Yes. So on the humanities and social science side, we have various interdisciplinary panels between different departments and majors. So, for example, we have panels with colleagues from economics and history talking about the ideals and impediments of women's emancipation, right? And colleagues from psychology and social work discussing about mental wellness and health in the 21st century. And people from political science and Southeast Asian studies talking about maintaining peace and security across the interdependent Southeast Asia. So hopefully through these kind of discussions, students and parents will get a better idea what interdisciplinary education is about.
All right, and you or your child can register for the CHS Virtual Open House program to be held starting this Wednesday, the 6th of March, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at nus.edu.sg/open house, and the NUS on-campus open house will be held this Saturday, the 9th of March, from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. The details can also be found on their website. Once again, it's nus.edu.sg/open house. And we've been speaking with Prof. Saw Chong Hao, who is Vice Dean, Outreach and Admissions of the Faculty of Science at NUS, and also Professor Joseph Park, Vice Dean, Undergraduate Studies of the NUS Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences. Thank you both, professors, and all the best for your open house this week.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Work It, in partnership with the National University of Singapore.